And thank you so much.
Missy, you gotta have a microphone.
I know, I'm a little
Nobody can
hoarse.
hear you. Nobody can hear you.
Oh, God, I gotta do it.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Congratulations, 50 years. That, there's something to say for that. Not many people get there. And I just want to thank you for the roots, the family, everything. Okay? And Myers Orchard, I was going around today, walking on it, and such wonderful memories. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mitzi.
Okay, next.
Okay, I guess I'm next in line here.
Don't split.
Okay,
It's on by seniority.
so 50 years, wow. That is a long time. I can remember my dad had his 50th birthday. Then after that, my mom had her 50th birthday. And now this year, I'm next in line. That's a long time. I can remember in our, when they had their 40th, 10 years ago, we were in the same place, and my sons Conrad and Connor were 2 and 3, and I was on the dance floor, and I had one in each hand, and I was dancing with them. I won't be doing that this evening. So, congratulations, Mom and Dad, after 50th. Like Missy said, not many people get there, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Kurt. Paul's next.
Going oldest to youngest. Yep, all right. Sounds good.
He still has the hiccups.
That works.
Yeah, so I brought my son Joseph up here, who is the latest in the addition to the Ron and Lana Meyer flock of grandchildren. And part of the reason why I brought him up here is that, I was thinking about, 50th anniversaries. Everybody talks about how it's a really long time. And, we all saw up here, there was a group of people who were part of the original wedding party. And I can only imagine, you saw the pictures here. My mom and dad is a group of people looking out at the crowd. And then many of us who are standing up here weren't even there. And many of us in the room weren't even there. So it just must be an amazing, kind of transformation in what's happened in people's lives. And then I started thinking a little bit about how, mom and dad have stayed together for so long. And so there's kind of two things that stand out from maybe one from each one. So the first thing, and this is the reason why Joseph, reminds me of my own grandparents, my dad's parents, Joe and Lorraine Meyer, their 50th wedding anniversary. Because I think that was probably one of the times I was most scared in my life. And it's because what happened was I was not much older than Joseph, and there was a table in the middle of the room, and then there was a cake on it. And for some reason, my mom couldn't really figure out exactly why. I was running back and forth behind the table. Then when she got to the other side, she realized that what I would do is there was a cake there. So I had this brilliant idea. You take your finger, you run it all the way across the cake, and then you eat the frosting, and then when you turn around, you have a clean finger on the other side, so you keep rolling it the way on the other side, and you eat the other finger. My mom was so upset with me. And she had that look in her eye that probably everybody in this room knows what that was like. I thought for sure I wasn't going to survive that day.
Look how he's holding the baby.
Now, nonetheless, as everybody probably knows, my mom, she may never forget, but she always forgives. And so, when you're kind of thinking about 50 years with my dad, I'm sure there's a lot that she must have forgiven me for. One of the things that, came to mind is that, my dad, is a hopeless romantic. I think anybody who kind of knows him, understands that that's the case. And so when he was out pruning roses and that sort of thing, he would bring flowers in for my mom. And it didn't matter. It was every Mother's Day, every birthday, every, May Day, dad would always take us out. Usually it was, the kids would go out to the mall and we would go get something for my mom. And so one year, and this must have been a big forgive, like I said, is that we went to the mall, and it was Kurt and Carrie and myself, and we were walking around the mall, and we bought something for my mom. We got back to the car, and my dad's like, okay, we got 2 boys and a girl, I think we're in good shape here, right? Lo and behold, the girl that was in the car was not actually Carrie. So I'm thinking, my dad, now that I'm a recent father, he must have been thinking, would Lana notice? Am I going to get away with this? I mean, I went with 3, I brought back 3, I should be in good shape. But he's like, no, I think Lana's going to figure this one out. So then we had to go back to the mall, and then we ended up with what I hope is my sister, it's Carrie. And so I'm sure that there was an interesting conversation that my parents had that evening. Nonetheless, while my mother never forgave, while she never forgot, she always forgave. So cheers to the hopeless romantic and the one who always forgives but never forgets.
Aww, so nice.
Hey, Carrie.
All right, well, I won't add too much on to that speech, but I just want to say congratulations to you, Mom and Dad. I'm really proud of you guys. Not too many people can make it to 50 years, and not only is it a celebration of a relationship, it's a celebration of a community. It's really great to see familiar faces that I remember since I was, barely Joseph's age. And so thank you for bringing this community back together, and thank you for putting together this fantastic party, Mom. You always put together the best parties, so thank you and congratulations.
Aww.